Every day I imagine a place where we can get Doki merch. Hello friends and welcome to the channel. I'm Handington and today we're looking at the new Doki Doki Literature Club Plus merchandise shop. Yes, this is what I choose to do with time. Don't mind my cookie run mouse cursor. See, it blends in with all the little pop-up dialogue boxes and mice all the way in the background. Yay! It's so weird to see brand new artwork that's official for like the Doki girls. Oh my gosh, look at this. I can just pick up Yuri. She's an actual image separate on the page. Even her feet are rendered. This is actually just the sprite used in game that was just put up here. That's so cool. But yeah, it's like when Undertale released on the Switch, and it was like, it's so weird to see a new boss and new official Undertale content after all this time. And it's like, it's new Doki stuff. I still have yet to see all the new stuff that was added to the Plus version, all the side stories and extra lore and whatnot, because I'm spending my time instead looking at the merch shop. Oh, all the things I wish I could buy from here, but they are too expensive for me. Look at this. This isn't even just something that's drawn. They made an entire font specifically for this. And the P and the H overlap. Look at this. They had two lines, and they placed one line over the other. So when it overlaps, the P is behind the H, but it looks like it's all a solid thing over here. And you can actually see that the D and the top part of the I go over the shop DDLC. And then there's also a space here. In the way that they did it, they didn't press enter right at the end here. They added an extra space, and then they hit enter. They didn't do that with merchandise on the bottom here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm going to find plenty of things to review about this. I just like the fact that I could just pick up a tiny Yuri and a tiny Natsuki. Look, she's walking on top of the shop. Doki, Doki, Literature Club. There they are. I'm going to put you into the shop merch. There she goes. She's inside the shop merch. Oh, look, there she is. Over here we have Spencer's Gifts, which now sells Doki Doki Literature Club merchandise, which is amazing. Doki Doki hat with a cool rainbowy brim, sort of like a rainbow leaning towards blue sort of brim. You have the adorable Doki Doki backpack full of all the little chibi sprites scattered everywhere. Very nice, very sweet, very adorable and cutesy. And then there we go. We have something that you would much more reasonably see at Spencer's Gifts. Oh look, Natsuki has become Sans Undertale. I love it. Over here we have the Yeti, which I've seen advertisements for a little bit. Here Monika is in the, what do you call it, that game, Cyberpunk, but she's holding the tiny Dokis in a little bubble made of angles. Here we have a really adorable Monika Pin, and her eye is a Pokeball. I want this very much because I love enamel pins. And then here we have the little this, which is so cool. They're all popping out of the little Windows boxes, and they exist. This is so cool. I love this. The Good Smile Company, which reminds me of the V-Smile. How many people know the V-Smile? Did you play with the V-Smile as a kid? I did. Good Smile. That's me doing the V-Smile intro, but with this. So of course we're going to be looking at each of the individual shops that are selling either for a limited time or as a staple now, the Doki Doki merch. This is just recently launched, not very long ago, so I want to take a quick look at it just in case, you know, it disappears for the future. And most importantly are the plushies. We'll get to those soon enough. We have this other website which I didn't know existed, but is pretty cool. For fans, by fans. It looks like it's a website where you can submit something to like an official place and then they'll print it like officially, maybe? I don't know how it works. I might have to look into this, but that looks really cool. OMOCAT. This one is really, really cool. I'm going to start out with this one because I want you to be able to appreciate why I'm making an entire thing all about this. Ooh, get the press kit. No. Yes, by the way, this game is rated M for mature, or PEGI 18, so be careful when looking into it. But this video, because it's me, it's the usual the usual PG, maybe kind of PG-13 a little bit. This is the coolest thing, because so often with websites where you have merchandise, you can use it like a generic background of somebody wearing it. It helps to have somebody wearing the merchandise instead of just putting up a blank image, because it makes you go, oh man, that's so cool, I could do something like this. But this website is like the Nostalgia Critic, because it likes to go one step beyond. These backgrounds were custom made specifically for the merchandise. Look at that. When you look at it from here, I can't even scroll over to show you everything. It says, welcome to the Literature Club in the background. Oh yeah, welcome to Doki. Oh yeah, it says Doki Doki, and then Literature Club is in script behind it, and then underneath it is Monika's bow. The model dressed up as Monika. There's her bow. The hair is the same color and in the same like lines and everything. Over here there's a map of the subways, and oh, gorillas. Look at that. The model dressed up as Monika. Look at this. Look at how cool that is. All the work that went into doing this. Look at how cool that is. And so you have the cute version of it, and then you have the dark version of it. It's not as cute, but is extremely dark. And Monika is still, you know, mostly herself, but the others are in severe distress. We have Glitchy Natsuki, because that was just kind of the thing that she did. She glitched out, her neck kind of, you know...
May have gone too far in a few places.
You know, the other two girls here. And their Monika interference, let's just say.
Hey, you can't go! Never mind.
And here, the same model has the really cool style of the red and black jacket. Look at that. And there's a bird cage in the background. And it's so cool. Look at that. And there's a little Doki Doki on the thing in the front. And there you can see the Doki Doki. My goodness, the amount of effort that went into every single one of these shots had to be specifically taken. And they're all unique. They didn't just green screen out the shirt and then have this as a generic backdrop. This was specifically set up for the lighting as extra pictures of Monika wearing the Monika merch. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen all of these either, so I only saw like a couple of the ones briefly. Look at this. There's a bee mine, and she's destroying the heart with like extra dark eyeshadow. Look at how cool this image is. Look at how cool that is. Look at the way that the lighting is dark around her. And it's not just be mine, it's just mine. That is so cool. Official collaboration with Doki Doki Literature Club and OMOCAT. It's just so cool. I love this. Sayori is wearing the Sayori shirt. Monika is wearing the Monika shirt. Natsuki is holding cupcakes and wearing the Natsuki shirt. And Yuri is holding the Yuri. As well as the book. The book! Look at that. The portrait of Markov. We have to look at this in a bit more detail. I will wait to show you that in a second. We'll start off with Monika. This is just the normal Monika t-shirt, so it's a little less expensive. Pentax. Ooh, Pentax. I don't know what that is. There's Anime Girl, special figure. There's Disney's Tinkerbell. And ooh, Pokemon Monopoly. That one looks, is that one the Johto version? Like the sequel to it? Because I have the original. I really love that. I just love the way that the background is set up. Whoever had designed the shirts themselves are fantastic. So you have a whole list of different commands. There's Monika with a little heart as or rather, that's on the Undertale logo. Excuse me. And look at this. It's just a little Windows box, and there she is. That's so cool. Blackboard that you can see a little bit clearer. There's some kanji, I believe, that's just so cool. There's a pen. There's school supplies. Oh my gosh. That's fantastic. I don't know if they freelance in cosplayers or if they specifically work for the place or whatever, but that's just so cool. And then there's a curtain, and it kind of matches, I guess, a little bit of Sayori's room, because Monika was in a classroom and that fit her. This is just so cool. And then there's Sayori.character. That's her character file in the background. Little sunflowers. It's so clever. And then over here, we have either the same model or a different model who dressed up in an entirely new outfit specifically for this. I don't know how many more times the outfit is repeated, because what they did is like you dress up in the cosplay for one day, and all of the shots for Monika would then be done in that one setting, and then of course the models would then dress up for the other characters and stuff. So they had like at least either 4 character changes. This had to have taken at least a few days to get done. Like the Monika shots alone probably took an entire day. If not, they did a different outfit like each day. There's so much work that went into just making these look extra cool, and they could easily do what the other websites that we'll get to had done, where they'll just show like the cool stuff, although there are still a couple of other secrets with those that are cool. But there's just so much work and detail that went into making all of this. It's just fantastic. And there she is, happy with the Sayori shirt. Nothing wrong could happen. Everything is totally fine. Things are cool. Things are hunky-dory, fresh and funky. Funky hunky-dory. Nothing could go wrong. There's no things that could go wrong. Info about OMOCAT. Yeah, let's look at the OMOCAT info. What is your website about? What do you do? What about the OMO? I must see OMO. Mo-o. Ooh, about OMOCAT. Now that there's so many people around. Oh, the comic is called Busy Busy. It feels a lot busier than before. With so much going on, it can get pretty overwhelming. Sometimes I miss when all I had to do was draw. Oh. Yeah, I guess this is okay. OMOCAT is an artist-owned creative company that specializes in original apparel and merchandise. Oh, cool! Initially a solo project, OMOCAT is now made up a small, hardworking team of homebodies based in the U.S. We do our best to make quality merchandise with love and integrity. We hope to make friends and inspire others to follow their dreams. That's so cool. Omori game merchandise and Kickstarter backer some secret stuff. Oh wait, OMOCAT, is this the people who made that famous game that was going around or something? I don't know anything about that game. Is that the same person who's now made a brand new shop? Is this actually in the US and they set up all of this stuff specifically? I didn't know if they went to like a classroom and then just drew that stuff as like some of the images, if this was in Japan. I have no idea how they did it. But this is just so clever. Look at this. Look at all this. Oh, she has spiky vampire teeth. And a nose ring. That's not 100% on model with Sayori, but, that is amazing. But, like, look, she has the little hair ties. This, I think, is supposed to be just, like, random, either ribbon just twirled around the little X, the little, whatchamacallit. It almost looks like the X button on there. And here, that was imitated by having little red hair clips. Look at that. Look at the detail that was put in to try and emulate her hairstyle. I think she has probably the hardest hairstyle to get exact, but this is really close. This is incredible. Look at all the cute little kitten. And is that one a puppy just in the middle of all the kittens? I don't know. But that's so cool. Just a little tray of cupcakes just to add to it. And there she's munching it. Yum. There's a cute little creature in the background there. And look at that. Oh my gosh. The effort, the detail. Each of the images used to sell this are little works of art themselves. Just so much work went into this. And I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I'm not sponsored by Dan Silvato or OMOCAT or anything like that. I just wanted to show off this stuff because it's incredible. It's so cool. And I want people to be able to appreciate this. I don't know how long this stuff will be up. But I want it to be seen. I want it to be documented. All set up in much more cool colors for this palette. Because, of course, she loves books. There's a whole bunch of books all over here. They used the book setup. And they specifically printed out, for the cover, the portrait of Markov that she has. That's her book. And she's holding a little tiny knife in the corner here, just in secret. And then here she is, brandishing the knife in, the lighting has gotten slightly more red in addition to the what do you call it? The blue. So now we have the red for, of course, knife blood. Always very good, always good. In addition to her purple color and then the other blue and stuff. And look at that, there's the little hair clip. Oh, that's so cool. That's so clever. There it is. There's the eye. Game theory. Get on it. What can you learn about the lore from this image? There's the book. And there's Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty is in Doki Doki Literature Club. It's confirmed. Oh my gosh, there she is. There's the kitchen in the background, I think. And she's pulling on her hair. Look at that. The hair is being pulled. Oh, that's a cute bunny mitt. I want that bunny oven mitt. I want that to be my oven mitt now. Of course, we can't forget this one, which has just so much going on in it. Look at all the detail in this one. We have the Just Monika shirt, and then there's the image not loading, a whole pile of other glitchy stuff. There's a tiny Sayori, and a tiny Yuri, and there's a tiny Natsuki, and that's the face image on Natsuki. And they're all coming out of tendrils on her hands as a puppet master as she holds them. Oh, and Sayori, she's grabbed around the neck. All of the little pin cushions are in this Yuri doll, and the face has just disappeared off Natsuki for all the ways that they were offed. Look at that. Look at how clever that is. And then here we have Monika wearing the shirt with tattoo. It matches the background, but I don't. Is this the same model? Was that always on the model, or was this specifically like one of those tattoos that you put on, or like an arm sleeve or something where you put it on? That looks too well done to have. It was probably tattooed before. It's the Monika with the Monika. It's a moniker with the moniker, and she's doing the arm pose. She's doing it. She did the thing from the thing. Due to this product's printing method, there might be some imperfections around creased areas. The design has been planned with this in mind to keep the blemishes as concealed as possible. All of these shirts were specifically crafted around the designs themselves. That's incredible. No wonder this stuff is ridiculously expensive. It was so carefully planned out. Wherever it isn't just an image just slapped on a thing. This is incredible. The effort that went into this is fantastic, and they're really getting use out of the Doki Doki chalkboard on here. There's a pile of little hearts. There's a little flower in the background. Oh, the heart goes on the pocket, and Monika is doing words. It's programming. Oh, she's studying up on programming to edit the world. Oh my gosh! And then she took a bite out of a Natsuki cupcake, and she's up late sleeping and happy, thinking about love and destroying everyone by learning how the fabric of the game works. And she's on fabric. Oh, that's so clever. Oh, you can see the flower there. And there's the other little hearts that were added. Oh my gosh. Sayori artist who has the Sayori breakfast holding the actual tray of food. I want breakfast. And this one is only $30. Look at this. Look at all the silly bands that were put up in the background. I love silly bands. There's O, which is like Oreo, but with less Rio. Oh, and it's in the kitchen set. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I want breakfast. There's egg, pancake, hash brown, toast and bacon, unidentifiable goo, and Sayori's bow. And then over here we have Happy Sayori with the breakfast shirt and the breakfast that just leaped out of the shirt. There it is. We have single egg, and then there are 2 egg. But look at that. And there's sausage added on here instead of unidentifiable goo. But that's just incredible. And there she is holding it one-handed from the side on the magical thingy for sitting and leaning. This is just so cool. This is amazing. All of the effort that went into here. Natsuki, Eagles can fly t-shirt. The cosplay for Natsuki over here feels a little less like Natsuki. Natsuki doesn't usually give me vampire vibes, but I know she has the singular, like, sharp tooth. So I think that's what they were going for with this, which is even more clever that they worked that into the design, which is just fantastic. I love that. I feel like this was probably the hardest one to do, just because the hair is so much more gravity defying than the others. it's just so clever. Look at this cute little squished thing in there. That's adorable. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, the crickets can leap, the horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. That's her poem. That's the famous poem. Oh my gosh, all given little cute images to match her style and sadness inside. And then this cute little thing, which might as well just also be a tiny, stumpy Natsuki. That's what this is right here. We have her kind of covering her face a little bit, and she's just like, the bright light of the thing, it burns. She's like Ganon from the Zelda CDI games. That's who Natsuki is now. And here we have the Yuri knife collection, which is just, they specifically set up all the knives on a magnetic rack around her. So look, it is like Undertale. She has a whole pile of knives floating above her. Look at that. Look at this. And she's holding the other knife that looks like it's made out of a special material as well. Almost like that Darmanitan steel or something like that, I don't know. And here her eyes are crazy looking. And she has it, and there she's looking up with the other knife held downwards. I'm glad they just have it held downwards instead of in another position. And then over here on the shirt, of course, there's the one knife that has the red on it. But look, this is Yuri's knife collection. When she talked about all the knives she has, this is canon now. This is what the knife collection looks like. Look, you have one that's wrapped up a little bit, a big saw and whatever. That's so cool. Very tiny one, a shloopy whoopy that looks kind of like the Infinity Train logo. The group photo. There's tiny corner Sayori, like, There's winking Natsuki. Monika, who takes up most of frame, is foreshadowing. And then there's Yuri, who is shy. And it's grass. Look, there's Monika again, in jacket, with shirt on. And then, oh, that's so cool. It's glow in the dark. It's a glow in the dark, but only the Monika glows. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. So it's just Monika. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad they didn't do a Jack and Jill sort of thing where they have all four of the models who set up to be in like the same photo, although that would be pretty cool on the different days. I don't know. Either way, this is just very impressive. It's just so cool. The Aftermath t-shirt. Oh, look at this guy. Ah. AMCR Fat 1. Okay. Oh, look. It's spray paint on the background because it's intense, yo. Oh my gosh, there's her fingers. That's Monika's fingers tensed up because she knows about the whatchamacallit. The plan. There's her sitting at the desk, all evil once her plan came together. There's Yuri's hand. There's Natsuki, whose hand never really got pixeled out, on screen at least, but you know, she's just very suddenly deleted by the end, along with the lump that used to be Yuri. And of course there's Sayori with the fact that she tried to claw at herself. Oh, it's like the SpongeBob. The gang's all here. And she's doing the pose. Oh, she's doing the pose. The effort that went into this. It's incredible. What will it take just to find that special day?
So let's have ourselves a magical day, shall we?